whole audience, there is no other religious worldview that could have framed the founding documents of this country outside of the Judeo-Christian worldview.
That is false. That's not true.
It's a fact. Just in the Declaration of Independence, when you read the line, that we are endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A pantheist will never tell you that because we're not created equal in pantheism. You're born in a stratified way, karma, reincarnation, you're paying for the previous one. The liberty that is guaranteed to you and me is not given in any of the other so-called monotheistic religions, where you are not free to disbelieve in those countries with impunity. Here you are given the freedom to believe or to disbelieve. I don't think, as John has said, and we often talk about this, our team is an international team, we all get together and say, whatever has happened to America, how are we thinking this way? One of the professors was here tonight and we chatted at lunch. He himself was not a follower of Christ, but even he said, I don't understand what's going on here in this forced dichotomy between the sciences and the religious worldview. He said, why is this all being peddled and alienated one from the other? So the fact of the matter is, what John said, and I've often used this because he wanted scriptures for it. There are two passages that I will give to you. One is in Romans 13, which is a very important one. It says, everyone must submit himself to the governing authorities, for there's no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. And then he goes on and he says, that's why you pay taxes. Unfortunately, he says that. I wish we didn't. But he goes on and tells you, if you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. Respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. But don't forget that this is balanced against Acts. In Acts 5:32, when the Sanhedrin was calling upon them for preaching the gospel and going to imprison them, and Peter stands before them and he tells them, we are going to take our stand. We will obey God rather than men. So there comes a point where the ultimate violation of your conscience may call for some kind of impunity that you will have to face. But you don't do it while creating lawlessness in the land at the same time. You don't take another life to prove the value of someone else's life. That's not it is. And what it is, you cannot create havoc in order to defend the sacred. Ends do not justify the means must justify themselves as well. But the key here is that what I often say when the person asks Jesus, is it all right to pay taxes to Caesar? And I'm going to pay mine tomorrow. Unfortunately, Jesus said yes, you've got to do it. I wished he'd said no, but he said yeah, because then on April 15th you can be godly and rebellious at the same time. And man said, it's all right to pay taxes. Jesus said, whose image is on this coin? Man says Caesar. Jesus says, give to Caesar that which is Caesar's, and give to God that which is God's. Jesus did allow a second question. And the second question should have been, what belongs to God? And Jesus would have said, whose image is on you?